is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Purdy going to the air right away.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And right side, they're going to go option here.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 10 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Purdy now to throw.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking,
touchdown Broncos?
Greg Dulcich,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy. Open man there is Darnell Washington.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
33 yards that time. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here's Purdy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for third place all time. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
On first down, it's Purdy.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 12-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
with career touchdowns. touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into third place all time.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll find Williams on the slant.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This is Donnell with a grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Purdy will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Purdy now on 2nd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Back to throw.
Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 31-28. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Mahomes.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Here's first down. Mahomes.
Flush to his right.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Broncos' turn, trailing by 4, 25 seconds remaining. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Throwing, Purdy.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Purdy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas.